of Pronto Pups and Andy's Grill fills the air across the Twin Cities in late August and early September. There's one more thing that accompanies the sweet taste of the cookies from the State Fair. It's the return of high school football. And for the Two Rivers Warriors and the Tartan Titans, an opportunity for a rebirth, a genesis for both of these teams looking for victory and looking for their first winning seasons for both teams in quite some time. It's a Metro East Conference matchup traditionally, but in terms of football, it is a Suburban Maroon and Suburban Grey matchup as the Tartan Titans host the Two Rivers Warriors here to begin the 2022 football season. Alex Twister with you here from Tartan High School in Oakdale, Minnesota, voice of St. Thomas Hockey and fill-in voice of the Minnesota Wild, taking a look at the team profiles. Tartan defensively is an area where they struggled last season. Typically, the Titans have a very strong defense. It was not last season. 33.3 points per game allowed, looking for their first fifth straight season-opening win. It would be their first win of the season, of course, as it is that season opener. For the Two Rivers Warriors, it's about finding consistency and getting back on the winning formula. We'll talk about that over the course of tonight's broadcast. Of all the contests across the Minnesota State High School League, we're glad that you've chosen this one for your viewing tonight. It's the Warriors and the Titans under the lights here in Oakdale. On the end around pitch, Pay losing the shoe on it as he works his way here to the near side and tackled out of bounds. Nicely done on the end around as Ramsey Rislov takes the ball all the way out to the near side to create the opportunity for Two Rivers to start on offense. Tommy Brunell on the tackle for Tartan. Great trick play off the opening kickoff here for Two Rivers. Designed certainly on the end around. Well done by the Warriors. So Two Rivers starts their season 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. 0-9 last season, 0-4 against opponents in the Suburban Maroon division. On 1st and 10, pitch here to the near side, throwing it in the flats and rolling forward. After the catch is number 11, Gabriel Goldenman, as he falls forward for a nice gain on first down. As the Titans able to combine on the tackle, Antonio Fleming leading the way. That's up the second down and what will be 3 yards to the 47-yard line. Offensively for Two Rivers, and take these stats, of course, as always, with a grain of salt. They averaged 148 yards per game in the air last season. They go to the ground game this time as running the ball up the middle will be the senior Goldenman. He runs forward back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe spot him a yard forward, and the first third down opportunity of the contest for Two Rivers. Defensively, just a few moments ago, we talked about the struggles of the Titans last year defensively, giving up 33 points per game. There's Goldenman on your screen, 20 attempts, 97 reception yards last season. On 3rd and short, dump over the middle, pass incomplete. From the arm of the quarterback, junior Nate Schaefer, intended for Adam Suki, incomplete. And a defensive stop by the Tartan Titans as the Titans improve on defense. So close to midfield, it appears as though they'll keep Schaefer and the offense on field here, going for perhaps on a 4th and 3. As the clock stops, 10:49 remaining in this opening quarter of play. No score between Two Rivers and Tartan. Line to gain is a midfield strike. Dropping back to pass, Schaefer batted down, nicely read on the defense by Caleb Chacon for the Tartan Titans. Turnover on downs, and a wise decision by Chacon as well to let the ball drop out of his hands rather than going for the interception as Titans take over 1st and 10 from their opponent's 47-yard line. So a defensive stop and a turnover on downs forced by the Tartan defense. Already improvements so far for Matt Dideker's defensive side for Tartan. We'll see what the Titans have here as they will continue to roll with the quarterback from a season ago, Ethan Kamer. There's been an area where the Titans have struggled. It's been quarterback play, but Kamer does a great job to roll out of this one. Kamer rolls left, looks left, finds a receiver open, batted down. Well read in the secondary by Johnny Eunice. Pass intended for Anthony Wessel on the left side, incomplete, 2nd down. We'll give Kamer credit, rolling out of the pressure there, looking downfield, found his target, unleashed the cannon, then just a little bit well read there and a little underthrown perhaps. But either way, incomplete, 2nd down and 10 as the Titans approach the line in the I formation. Tailback is Maurice White, the senior. He's been a 2-year star for the Tartan Titans on offense. Here's White, spins out of a tackle, does not spin out of the second one. Maxwell Mogelson, 6'5", 250, big man in the backfield. Loss of 2 yards on the play, sets up second down failure and brings up third down and 12. Well, Mogelson plays both sides of the ball, defensive line and tight end for the Warriors of Two Rivers. 10:04 remaining here in the first quarter of play, no score. Titans able to force a turnover on downs. We'll see what they have here. The whistle will blow. It'll be a timeout. So a timeout taken by the Tartan Titans with 9:58 remaining here in the first quarter on a 3rd and 12 play. First timeout taken of the opening half. Alex Wester with you here. Good to be back. Starting a brand new season of football across the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and beyond. Many games went underway on Thursday, yesterday, as Holy Angels defeated Hill Murray in the Suburban Grey Conference. Matamidi 31-6 over Apple Valley. A thrashing of St. Thomas Academy over South St. Paul, 42-7. And then ongoing as of this moment, the Assembly Spartans heading to St. Louis Park to take on the Orioles under the lights on the west side of the Twin Cities. Here's 3rd and 12. Line to gain will be the 37-yard line. Quick hitter in the flat with some space now. Looking to the left side, rolling out of it, Jesse Hawkins. Hawkins forward, and good enough for a Titan first down. Jesse Hawkins, a receiving threat for Kamer a year ago. Nice quick hitter in the flat, rolling outside, and give credit to the block thrown as well by Anthony Wessel on the near side to create that separation. A first down for the Titans, as they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 36. So the Titans approach the line. Kamer, a senior, 5'10", 165, goes under center. Has one in the backfield, it's Chacon. Kamer, a season ago, and again, take these stats with a grain of salt. 8 for 11, 111, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rolling to the near side, Chacon. Chacon steps out of another tackle. Chacon staying in bounds before finally being forced out on that extra level of effort by Goldenman for Two Rivers. As the ball will be spotted down to the 27-yard line, so a gain of 9 on first down. Sets up second down and 1. When you take a look at the Tartan Titans, they're looking for their 5th straight season opening win. The last time that they did not win their season opener, you have to go back to 2017, season in which Tartan went 3-5. It's their last losing season prior to last year's campaign. Following that, they went 6-2. Mentioned, of course, the quarterback for those campaigns was Brandon Lockhart, now shortstop for Augsburg University baseball. Looking for consistency. Chacon, flag comes in from the backfield as he was tackled behind the play. And a good decision on the jump by Peter Rivera Foley, playing both sides of the ball. We'll wait for the penalty flag here. And of course, our official today, Tim McCowan, mic'd up for us.
Holding on the offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty, second down.
As that'll be a penalty flag assessed to the Tartan Titans. Chant, of course, you can't do that. So it'll back up the Titans to the 41-yard line. So a massive loss as that'll send them back to 14. So 2nd and 11 will be the penalty yardage from the 41-yard line. 2nd and 11 from the 41-yard line. Kamer enters the backfield. 2 receivers out to the left, 2 receivers out to the right, sends a man in motion. Now is Jesse Hawkins across the formation. Hawkins gets the handoff. Hawkins to the left side looking for speed. Hawkins moving forward to the 35-yard line. And a nice pickup to get some of that yardage back after the holding penalty was called, but it sets up third down. Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Tartan. Of course, as always, whenever we do games for the Tartan Titans, we will apologize for any moments where the Titan Tartans or anything like that gets said. Hey, it's tough with that alliteration, right? 3rd and 9, line to gain is spotted at the 26-yard line of Two Rivers. 8:05 remaining here in this first quarter of play, no score. between two teams coming off losing seasons a year ago. Kamer's pass looking for Hawkins, complete to Hawkins. Cuts it back on the inside, fakes out a man, leans forward, but does not have quite enough for the first down. As missing the first tackle was Suki for Two Rivers, but a good job providing that second level of assistance by Rohrer to cover that. Sets up a 4th down and short opportunity after the gain of 7 yards on the play. It sets up 4th and 2. See, Suki went for the big play, but there's Rohrer right there on his heels in order to say no. So it's 4th down, ball spotted here at what will be the 28-yard line. Line to gain again is the 26th. 7th play of the Tartan drive here in the opening quarter. Kamer, handoff. Mo, white ball! No! Full pressure blitz. Gabriel Goldenman, turnover on downs for Two Rivers. A aggressive defensive call by the Two Rivers Warriors. Goldenman ready for his opportunity in the limelight. He's able to find it and connect. That's perfect defense by Two Rivers. One more look at it for you. And just the disengage. It's Goldman that got the finish there. Maxwell Mogelson again. How are you supposed to block? 6'5", 250. Here on 1st and 10. Pass up left side and just out of the outstretched arms of Adam Suki, incomplete. Well, that's exactly what you like to see too. Take a shot early on the drive. So the ball falls incomplete as it's taken over. It was 1st and 10 there from the 32-yard line. As both teams looking to establish their offenses here. For joining us late, the first drive for Two Rivers ended on a turnover on downs. They got the ball at their own 40. As the defense for the Titans responds well, as on the carry by Riley Pierce into the backfield, Montaigne Smith, the senior, 6'1", 240, makes a tackle. There again is that Titan defense adjusting from that rough season a year ago. It's a loss of 2 on the play, 3rd down and 12. Two Rivers 0 for 1 on 3rd down opportunities so far. They've yet to move the chains. Rolling out to the right side as a quarterback looking in the slot. Found his man that way and over the chains for 1st down yardage as Schaefer connects with Powell. And that's Two Rivers Warrior 1st down. Well, a good roll out there by Schaefer on the bootleg and found wide open in some coverage there in the secondary as Powell with the reception. Chains move to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Ball lost in the backfield, but fallen on by Two Rivers. As recovering it himself there was the quarterback Schaefer. As that'll back him up 3 yards, 2nd and 13. Again, Tartan defense. Looking at what Two Rivers is doing defensively, showing pressure frequently and is responding in kind with pressure of their own. Offensive line at 9 for Two Rivers, Will Kloos, Khalil Leiden, Joseph McIntyre, Clintel Page, Peter Rivera-Foley. Clintel Page actually down into our left, has a cheering section of about 3 stands here at Tartan Stadium. Intercepted on the pass, and this should go the distance. Into the end zone, Caleb Chacon puts points on the scoreboard first for the Tartan Titans. Caleb Ciccone with the perfect read of the pass by Nate Schaefer. Just that quick little curl, and Ciccone read it well. Fortunately, the tight end did not come back to the football there. Ciccone did. As a result, he goes 43 yards to the end zone for the first points of the season. If our focus for Tartan was their defensive struggles a year ago, it's an exclamation point to prove that last year's defensive mishaps certainly
number 8
is behind them.
15-yard penalty, they'll be assessed on the kickoff.
So 6-0 Tartan here. As we await the point after try. Clouds speckling the landscape behind us as the sun sets here on the East Metro in the shadows of the 3M company. This will be Point after try to be attempted here. Aiden Burback on for the extra point. Ethan Kamer will be the holder, and perfect, true, right through the uprights is Aiden Burback. And so with that and the pick six, a 7-0 lead for the Tartan Titans halfway home here through this first quarter of play. Defensive points, so critical, certainly for Tartan, as they look for their 5th straight opening win of a season. That's certainly the correct direction that they want to go in. Taking a look at the Suburban Grey standings a year ago, the Tartan Titans found themselves last of 5 teams, trailing a team that you normally expect to see at the top of those standings, the Matabida Zephyrs, who were 4-0. The rest of the Suburban Grey, as you see on your screen, Simley South, St. Paul, and Hill Murray, speckle the minor area in the middle of the Suburban Grey standings, as once again the rearrangement of football here create those more regional rivalries certainly has been something that's been so great in the Minnesota State High School League. As once more, last time these two teams saw each other, Tartan and Two Rivers down in Mendota Heights a season ago, actually a year to the day. On September the 2nd, 2021, Tartan 29, Two Rivers 22. Back a year ago this evening. Memory serves a little bit cooler than it was tonight. 83 our temperature at kickoff here. Of course, we want to say thank you to our broadcast crew over the course of the broadcast for coming out here in the sun and setting up and making sure everything was good and ready to go. Mr. Zabel, Chris, as well as Arlen and David in the truck. We'll make sure to get those folks' names in full here over the course of our broadcast today. So Two Rivers looking to respond. Adam Suki back deep. He's the lone man back deep. Everybody else kind of a loaded formation out in front as this kick is underway. But where the trick play is, this one goes off the hands of Suki. Suki will roll back to pick it up, and he'll just have to make something of it here, and he might make something of it here. Suki rolls to the right side of the 25, 30, 35 tackle down there. As Suki, when it looked like there was nothing going for him, a very nice response to be able to make something out of that. Logan Flaw, the tackle for Tartan. And now Two Rivers looking to respond. See that ball just off the tip of the fingers. He did a great job. Give him credit. Stayed calm as Suki rolling out to the right side, able to make a very nice gain of 30 yards. And Two Rivers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 40 here with 5:49 remaining in this first quarter of play. Tartan leads 7-0. A Caleb Ciccone pick 6, and the defense strong again. As the big man, number 50, Alan Peterson, 6 foot tall, 280. Storms into the backfield for a loss of 3 yards on the running back, Riley Pierce. And you can try to stop him, but there's no stopping the big man when he's got a tackle to make. So it'll be a loss of 3 on the play. Here's 2nd down and 13. Schaefer at the quarterback position, 2 in the backfield with him. Schaefer gets a snap, rolling here to the left side. Schaefer throws a pass there, it's complete and down by Rule to Nate Rohrer after a nice gain of 10 yards on the catch. Of course, in the high school league, once you're down, or once that knee hits the ground, you are down by contact. Certainly if you're Two Rivers, you'd like to see a little stronger of a spiral on that ball, but it did get the job done when it needed to. And with 2 receivers in the area, very well caught by Rohrer. Here's 3rd down. Two Rivers is 1 for 2 on 3rd down opportunities. As the flag will fly, it'll be false start against Two Rivers, and that'll back up the Warriors 5 yards.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
So officially, it'll be called offsides here at Tartan Stadium. It'll remain 3rd down. Penalties now 1 aside. Tartan was called for holding on the only drive that they've had so far in this contest. It's the first penalty assessed against Two Rivers. Again, for the Warriors, looking for their first win as the Two Rivers Warriors. Their last win came when they were the Henry Sibley Warriors. As Schaefer on 3rd and 7. Schaefer stays upright, tackled up, wrapped up, nicely done. Josh Thomas, 6'6", 325 on the tackle, and another 3 and out forced by the Two Rivers offense as they had no answer to the pressure created by Tartan there. That's just, again, you look at Schaefer trying to do something there, but not much there. The offense will stay on the field here as Schaefer will simply boot it away in the quarterback position. Schaefer will get a ball out of bounds to his coach on the near side. And we'll see where the official will choose to spot it, as the ball will be spotted for the Titans 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line. There's Tom Orth in his 16th season as coach of the Two Rivers Warriors. School in Mendota Heights on the hill just by Highway 62, and I believe the cross street is, oh goodness, I'd have to draw it up on a map. I drive by it every day. You'd think I'd be able to remember it. But either way, 4:01 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Tartan 7, Two Rivers 0. As this is just the second drive of the game for the Tartan Titans. As remember, the points that they've had so far came on the Ciccone pick 6 from 43 yards out. That's been our only scoring so far. On 1st and 10, Kamer with 2 in the backfield sends a man in motion across the formation. It's Wessel. On the handoff to White. White looking for some separation, finds some separation, but how's that for a nice wrap-up tackle by Johnny Eunice, the senior, 6 foot tall, 175. A gain of what will be 7 yards on the play, so it's a 2nd down and 3. Well, that's where, when we've seen Mo White before, he just has that great speed hitting the hole. Able to make something there, but again, give credit where credit's due to Eunice for Two Rivers, making a fine tackle there. An ankle tackle, sure, but a fine tackle nonetheless. Here's 2nd down and 3. Ball spotted at the Tartan 41-yard line. Kamer out of the pistol, has White in the backfield with him, 2 out to the right. Pitch to White here to the near side. Actually, correction, it's Hawkins. Hawkins looking for the right side, has 1st down yardage, shoved down by Goldenman for Two Rivers. Chains will move, 1st down for the Titans. One more look at the big hit by Holdenman here. Great speed by Hawkins. Almost so much the lower tackle going down caused the awkward positioning, certainly based on the tackle for Goldenman. But a 1st down for Tartan, their 2nd 1st down of the game. Here with 3:01 remaining, opening quarter, 7-0 Titans. Here in Oakdale, 1st of 4 home games is mandated by the high school league schedule. Titans once more play out of 4-5A as a bobbled snap fumbled on, gotten to first by Ciccone. It'll be a significant loss, so spot it back at the 47-yard line for a loss of 3 yards, setting up 2nd down and 13. Especially under center, that exchange between quarterback and center, so important for a football team. And a good job by Ciccone, able to find the ball and recover it. So here's 2nd and 13. Line to gain is the 40-yard line of Two Rivers. Tartan looking to get back on the Two Rivers side of midfield. Their drive started on Two Rivers side of midfield. Their first drive of this game. Delayed handoff. No, it's kept here by Kamer. He'll roll to the line of scrimmage, then 1 yard further. And then set up for a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Almost that read option there. As Ciccone looking back to try to provide a block, but then Kamer tried to make something of it. Nothing would be doing there, certainly, for Two Rivers. Appears as though a South St. Paul Packer fan has worked his way in. Certainly not to the delight of those from Two Rivers, or from Simley for that matter. Here's 3rd and 12, line of gain is the 40. Kamer, Ciccone behind him, 3 receivers out to the left, extra protection on the right side of the formation. Kamer dropping back, pass looking left side, incomplete. Pass was intended in the slot, quick little slant for Marino Porter, but batted down nicely by the defense there of Owen Watson, the senior. I like that read by Kamer, but ball just a little bit high. So as a result, the Titans will bring on the punt team. And they'll be forced to punt. So far, for the Tartan Titans, they've had 2 drives of 6 plays or more, but it just hasn't turned into points for them. 1:17 remaining here in the opening quarter. 7-0 Titans, only points so far on a pick 6. Alex Wested with you here from beautiful Titan Stadium. Just on the outer edges of Oakdale. Beautiful area here in the Twin Cities. 3M building in the shadow. Of course, downtown St. Paul not far behind. Punt gets away. It'll go further back into Two Rivers territory before it can be fielded there by Roar. Roar onto a knee. And quick coverage there by the Titans will give the Two Rivers Warriors the opportunity to set up on offense. Wessel with the great punt. Flaherty with the coverage for the Titans. That's exactly what you want your gunners to do. Get downfield quickly. As a result, not a huge gain for Roar on the return. Ball's at the 20. 1st and 10 for Two Rivers. Their offense has not run a drive longer than 5 plays. In fact, that 5-play drive, the longest that they've run was that pick 6. Quick hitter in the flat. Nicely tackled, young man. Well done by the secondary of the Tartan Titans as Anthony Wessel able to knock out Owen Watson, the tight end, 6'2", 200, after a modest gain of 3 yards on 1st down. Sets up 2nd down and 7 to go. And that's exactly what you want to do. Read that play well all the way. Great defensive adjustment by the Titans. 2nd and 8 on the scoreboard officially. Here to the near side, trying to find some space and separation is Riley Pierce as he leans forward and works his way towards 1st down yardage, but shy of it by 2 yards. It'll set up a 3rd down and 2 after the gain of 5 yards in the play. 20 seconds remaining in this 1st quarter. 7-0 our score with Tartan out in front. And it appears as though Two Rivers may be content to just let the clock wind. Remember, there is a internal play clock that is kept by officials, but it's not something that's enforced visually on the field, as the clock will expire here on the 1st quarter of play. And the only points we've seen so far in this young 2022 season is a pick 6 by the senior 5'10", 190, Caleb Ciccone, as he took it 53 yards to the end zone for the only points of our game so far. 7-0 our score here at the end of the 1st quarter. Titans out in front here on your home for Tartan Titan football.
My dentist said I had to see an oral and maxillofacial surgeon because my wisdom teeth were impacted. I got them out and had an uneventful recovery.
The pain was becoming unbearable. I didn't know that the roots of wisdom teeth can lengthen and become entangled around the nerves in the lower jaw. My surgery was more complicated, and I had to reschedule my family vacation.
One of my wisdom teeth never came all the way in. In my 30s, it started to hurt a lot. It was infected. My recovery took a week.
I had a cyst around my impacted wisdom tooth. I was referred to an OMS to have it removed. I was so worried. I wish I would have taken care of this when I was younger.
Some things get better with age. Your wisdom teeth are not one of them. Make an appointment with an oral and maxillofacial surgeon today to evaluate your wisdom teeth. When caring for your wisdom teeth, pain-free does not necessarily mean disease-free. Visit myoms.org to find an OMS near you.
Start of the 2nd quarter. Here's 3rd and 3. Dump up over the middle and caught and converted. Nicely done by the senior Gabriel Goldenman as the chains move for Two Rivers. Nice little quick hit in the slot, and then on the curl route, injured Titan behind the play as number 60, Vinny Nelloms, down and calling for the training staff here behind the play. So after the gain, it'll still be 1st and 10 after the gain of 13. As Two Rivers really done well here on 3rd down opportunities, now 2 for 3. One more look at the play, and you like how certainly Goldenman shows that he's blocking and then calls off the block to create some separation there in a short little play. Turns it upfield and is able to make it go. Once more, Alex Westhead with you here from beautiful Titan Stadium here in Oakdale, Minnesota. A 5-man production crew here tonight. Arlen Becker, David Schuyler in the truck, Chris Stoltzman on camera, as well as Mr. Zabel, whose name in first variety I'm afraid that I'm forgetting. However, I'm sure that at some point he'll remind me of that just to make sure. Of course, a very busy September upcoming here on Suburban Community Channels TV 19. We look forward to seeing you across the landscape of what we will be covering here in the month of September. As you see once more, a year ago, Two Rivers, we mentioned in the 1st quarter, The Two Rivers Warriors looking for their first win since November 6, 2020, a 21-20 win over Simley. In fact, Two Rivers 0 for 9 in the 2021 season. The Warriors looking for their first winning season since 2013 and looking for their first season-opening win since 2013, a 41-24 defeat of the Polars of North High School. Once more, we say hello to everybody currently watching on YouTube and finding us on Suburban Community Channels. If you'd like to chime in, let us know where you're watching from and who you're supporting. We'd love to hear from you in the comments over the course of tonight's broadcast. Of course, Alex Wester with you here, voice of St. Thomas men's and women's hockey, men's and women's soccer, as well as the part-time, really, voice of the Minnesota Wild. And in addition to that, the play-by-play voice of the Minnesota Vixen women's professional football team and the Women's Football Alliance on ESPN2. So here's 1st and 10 after the third down conversion for Two Rivers, as they're now 2 for 3 on third down. Line to gain now for Two Rivers is the Tartan 48-yard line. As Two Rivers now moving to the north, whistle blows, flag flies. And the
Offsides
chant
on the
here from the press
defense,
box
5-yard
appears to be
penalty.
offsides against
Replay
Tartan.
first down.
It will be offsides against Tartan, and that'll give the Warriors 5 free yards as they'll move forward down to the 47-yard line. We'll say hello to our audience watching on Town Square Television, as on the 1st and 5, handoff to Goldman to the left side. Goldman across midfield to the 49-yard line. Into the front 4 of the Titans for a 3-yard gain. Sets up 2nd down and what should be 1, maybe 2. Officially, it'll be 2nd down and 1 at the 49-yard line. Of course, Town Square Television, the host of the Two Rivers Warriors, South St. Paul Packers, Simley Spartans, St. Thomas Academy Cadets, among others, and the wow. High school quarterbacks don't normally have a great cadence like that, but Nate Schaefer so far twice now on this drive has been able to draw Tartan offside, and now this time has given the Warriors a 1st down on back-to-back plays. Great cadence, certainly by Schaefer. Here's 1st and 10 from the 46, puts up a shot right side, incomplete. I think he was looking back on the right side for Adam Suki, but that time that ball falls incomplete. Dylan Flaherty in coverage defensively for Tartan, 2nd down and 10. It's now the longest drive for Two Rivers here with 10:51 remaining in the opening half. 7-0 our score here from Oakdale. I'll be on the call next week for Town Square Television as Two Rivers opens their home schedule against St. Thomas Academy and the Cadets. And the Cadets victorious by a significant margin, 42-7 over South St. Paul, Mendota Heights last week. Gain of 4 on 2nd down and 10. As now continuing to work their way forward as Goldman continues to get the carries. So it's a 3rd down and 6 right at the 40-yard line. Line to gain would be the Titan 34-yard line. And now Two Rivers, after that first 3rd down failure, 2 straight, actually 3 straight now, 3rd down opportunity conversions, as this one here perhaps prophetic. Oh, what a pass! But just in and out of the arms, outstretched of Kashawn Powell. And well read too in defensive coverage by Jesse Hawkins trying to intercept that ball. That one falls incomplete. 4th down and 6. And we'll see what the Warriors choose to do here. I like the decision to take the shot there. And certainly lots of room yet for Powell to run. Missed opportunity perhaps. Here's 4th down and 6. Seen this formation before. Schaefer has punted from this formation, so we'll see what they choose to do. It's 4th and 6, they will be punting. Here's a line drive, goes right into the hands, almost directly at the returner, Dylan Flaherty. Flaherty steps forward to the 30-yard line before being stopped up there by a handful of Warriors led by Will Kloos. And that's where Tartan will take over. So once more, that defense for the Titans looks improved as Tartan will take over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Actually, will be spotted at the 30-yard line. Scoreboard hasn't been updated yet, so I apologize for that. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30 here with 10:05 remaining in this first half of play. There's head coach Matt Dedeker, his 6th season here in Oakdale as head coach of the Air Force Blue and Silver. 30-20 his record. Again, a bit of an aberration from what he's used to. A losing season a year ago for the Tartan Titans. Their first since 2017. 1st and 10 for Tartan. Kamer goes under center. Has 2 in the backfield, Ibrahim Kaita and Mo White. White with 2 carries so far, sends a man in motion here to the near side, Anthony Wessel. On the handoff, Mo White. White looking for space on the right side. Mo White with the shoulder flag in the backfield. As we'll wait to see what the laundry is for, but there once more, the dangerous nature of Maurice White. He would have a gain of about 5 yards on the play. We'll
Holding on the offense, number
Tartan
6.
Backing
10-yard
up,
penalty,
and it will be a
replay
penalty
first
assessed
down.
against Tartan. It'll be another holding penalty. Their 2nd holding penalty on offense enforced. So now so far, the penalty margin and the penalty victories favoring Two Rivers. For the Warriors, just 1 penalty for 5 yards, but for Tartan now, 4 penalties for 30 yards. 1st down and 20 now. Line to gain is the 40. Kamer will go back under center. White in the backfield. As Hawkins now send the receiver Flaherty in motion across the formation to the far side. Kaita in on close protection there. We'll send Flaherty back across the formation here to the near side. On a quick hitter screen, in and out of the hands of Hawkins and incomplete. They're trying to go for the bubble screen to Hawkins, but Hawkins unable to make the catch on the ball, incomplete. Now 2nd down and 20. So I like the decision there on the play call, but unfortunately for Hawkins, just unable to hold on to the football. Clock stopped, 9:26 remaining in the first half. 7-0 our score. Caleb Ciccone, pick 6 from 43 yards out. That's our difference so far. As the Titans look to make it 5 straight season opening wins. Under center, I formation this time. And out to the fullback, Ciccone. Ciccone forward with a head of steam to the 25-yard line. Not much further thanks to the efforts of Gabriel Goldenman. The linebacker, 6'1", 205. The senior sets up a 3rd down and 15. So for Tartan, on 3rd down, we talked about how well Two Rivers was doing on 3rd down, now 2 for 4. Tartan so far converted their first 3rd down, but has missed each of their last 2 3rd down opportunities, now 1 for 3. Titans approach the line. Ciccone and White in the backfield. I formation once more. Hawkins out to the right, and further all the way out on the far sideline is Dylan Flaherty. On 3rd and 15, Kamer rolling out, blindside blitz, boom, stick, baby! Say hello, Riley Pierce, 5'9", 195, the junior into the backfield for a huge sack. All the way back to the, what will be the 17-yard line. Nicely done by the junior, and so the Titans will be in punt formation. Anthony Wessel to punt. Standing right at midfield, the returner, Nate Rohr. So we'll see what they're able to do with this now, as the defense has been the star of the show on both sides. Punt away. Rohr calls for a fair catch. We'll have it at the Tartan 49-yard line. And that's where the Warriors will take over, 1st and 10 from Tartan's 49-yard line here with 7:41 remaining in this opening half of play. 7-0 our score. And the offense on that last drive for Two Rivers, starting at their own 20, was able to work their way into Tartan territory. An 8-play drive just stalled out at the Tartan 40-yard line. But an opportunity here once more, as it'll be the first drive for Two Rivers that has started on the Tartan side of midfield. See what the Warriors are able to do with it. On the handoff on 1st and 10, up the middle. Pierce tries to find a hole, could not do so much further. They'll spot him an extra yard. It'll be a gain of 2 yards on the play, 2nd down and 8. So 2nd down and 8. We'll say hello to Notre Dame 2003. He's watching from his car in the McDonald's parking lot. Here's 2nd down and 8. Pierce the handoff across the 40 and further down to the 38. Near 1st down yardage, tackled by Antonio Fleming, but not before the chains move, and a 1st down for the Two Rivers Warriors. He's parted there for Pierce. He just found it. Kid able to do a nice job of making the tackle. 1st and 10 for Two Rivers from the 38. On the draw, Pierce again. Up the middle to the 37-yard line for a gain of 1 yard on the play. Sets up 2nd down and 9. Pierce slow to get up. He'll come off for a play. Taking a look at the Two Rivers drive so far. But look at how they went. It was not encouraging signs for Two Rivers early, as their first drive went turnover on downs, pick 6, punt, and then that last drive for Two Rivers was able to work its way into the Tartan side of the field, just stalled out to the 40-yard line. Your 2nd and 9 from the 37. On the handoff to the left side, Goldenman. Goldman keeps the legs moving to the 30. Nicely done by the running back for Two Rivers as he works his way to the 28-yard line. 1st down yardage and a 1st down for Two Rivers. And that were that change all of a sudden for Two Rivers. You look at those first 3 drives again for the Warriors. They had 1 1st down. The last 2 drives for Two Rivers, 4 combined 1st downs. Here on 1st and 10, nothing doing there. As right into the Tartan defensive line, Alan Pearson on the tackle. He gets help from his teammate Ruben Garcia. And the ball spotted at the 28, so no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Here 5:21 remaining in this 2nd quarter. 7-0 our score. Caleb Ciccone picked 6. That's our scoring so far. 2nd and 10. Schaefer dropping back to pass, looking to the right side. Pass is oh no! What should have been a completion falls incomplete as Owen Watson thought about the run after the catch, not the catch itself. As a result, the ball falls incomplete, forcing a 3rd down and 10. If we take a look at these 2 matchups, I was going to make the comment here before halftime. It's 7-0 right now, a 1-score game. When we look at the last 8 matchups between Tartan and Two Rivers, that what is available on the Star Tribune Press Hub. In fact, we'll have a timeout that will be taken
Tartan.
here.
That is their 2nd timeout of the half.
Timeout taken by Tartan, their 2nd. When we take a look at the Two Rivers Tartan rivalry, as the clock itself had run a little while longer, we'll see if they'll tack any additional time back on. It should be, taking a look at the delayed stream on my phone here, should be about 20 additional seconds tacked back onto the clock. Taking a look at the last matchups between these 2 teams, you look on your screen, you'll see that Tartan has won, of course, 5 of the 8. But the way in which these games have been decided between these 2 teams has been relatively close. Defense has held the losing team in this matchup to a touchdown or fewer 6 of the last 8 times. And in the last 8 matchups between these 2 teams, it's been a 1-score game 4 of the 8 times. The matchup between Tartan and Two Rivers has been competitive, it's been close, and so certainly something that we look forward to seeing in the rest of this one. No extra time tacked on, 4:53 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On the pass attempt, looking incomplete. As the ball sailed a little bit over the head, as Schaefer was intending to look it in the right slide, unable to connect with anybody. So that's a 4th down and 10 yards to go for the Warriors. There's a ball at the 28-yard line. This is typically where you think maybe about attempting a field goal if you're in the NFL, but I don't think you're going to do so here. So the offense will remain on the field, but as we've said a couple of times so far, they have punted from this formation. Here's 4th and 10. Dropping back to pass, thrown incomplete. As looking for it, Schaefer was trying to connect with Mogelson, who had the inside on the opportunity. Ball just misthrown to him. And as a result, the turnover on downs means the Titans will take over 1st and 10. So almost as though Mogelson's hands tied up. Credit to Antonio Fleming for the pressure on the quarterback Schaefer's blind side. But now it'll be an opportunity for Tartan to add to their lead with 4:44 remaining in this opening half of play. As a result of the turnover on downs, the ball will be at the 28-yard line, where Titan will have it 1st and 10. Tartan drives tonight have had a really good field position. Started drives on the side of midfield as Kamer cannot avoid the pressure this time, and down he goes. 2nd consecutive sack for the Two Rivers Warriors. As a pair of Warriors, the large Mogelson gets in there first. He's assisted by Brock Cunningham, 6'1", 200 for Two Rivers. Loss of 3 on the play back to the 25, 2nd down and 13. So if there's one thing that's going to help Tartan here for certainly a quality season, will have to be that offense. The defense has been strong against Two Rivers. Just need the offense to roll around if you're a fan of the Air Force blue and silver. 2nd and 13. Kamer out of the pistol. Pitch to Mo White to the right side. White across the 30, lunges forward near 1st down yardage. Flag flies from the back judge, as he'll be down to the 37-yard line. The line to gain was the 38, so short of the 1st down, pending what the penalty flag is. So the officials convene near midfield. Tim McCowan is our ref in the white hat tonight. He is mic'd up, but he's not used it as of yet. So as the conversation continues, we'll wait to see what happens and which way this goes. So 3:49 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 7-0 our score. Tartan in front of the Two Rivers Warriors, as the penalty to be
holding
assessed
on the
appears
offense.
as though
10-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
Tartan is backing up, and it will be a penalty against Tartan. And it'll be holding once again. So the ball will go back to, they have it spotted at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 13 will be the penalty flag. And so now 5 penalties for Tartan to 1 for Two Rivers. As it's 2nd and 16. Line to gain is the Tartan 38-yard line. Kamer out of the pistol, has Ciccone in the backfield with him. On the play action, pass complete to Hawkins. Hawkins down to the 34, 33, maybe yard line. Good quick hitter on the slant for a completion. A big chunk of play to get much of that back. Sets up a 3rd down. And it'll be 3rd down and 6. So Tartan, big 3rd down opportunity here. 1 for 4 on 3rd down. 6 yards to go. They have to get to the 40 to extend the drive. Kamer goes under center. Ciccone and White in the backfield. Hawkins to the near side. All the way slide out to the right-hand side is Anthony Wessel. Handoff. Ciccone. Daylight. Ciccone to the right side. Steps out of a tackle. Ciccone to the right side. Still racing down the sideline. And he's tackled there, but not after a big play. Will Watson on the tackle. But the Titans move the chains. 1st down, Tartan. A gain of 47 yards for Ciccone as he stepped on that one tackle. Big block thrown, perhaps unnecessarily, by Jesse Hawkins. But Ciccone still sets up the Tartan offense on the fringe of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line with 2:15 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Kamer under center again. 2 in the backfield. Sends a man in motion across the formation. It's Wessel. Hand off White. White following the blocking. Tries to escape one tackler, cannot escape the second nor the third. But White leans forward to the 15. They'll spot him to the 14-yard line for a gain of 6 on the play. That sets up second down and 4. White with speed. Give credit certainly to Goldenman for disengaging from the block, working his way forward. Timeout's now a question, certainly, as Tartan had one remain, or should have one remaining. As now the whistle will blow and Two Rivers will take their timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 remaining as well.
Timeout.
Two Rivers started the game on offense, so Tartan will receive the kickoff to start the second half. So something to watch here as Tartan certainly wants to go for the double dip. We say hello to Jasmine Jean checking in and watching Minnesota State High School League football from Atlanta, Georgia this evening. Hopefully the weather down there in Georgia is a little bit better for you than it is up here. It's been very hot, very humid here in the Twin Cities, but I guess that's why they call it Hot Atlanta. 2nd and 4. Play after the timeout. Story of the game so far, it's been all Caleb Ciccone. The pick 6 from 43 yards out. And then the big play on 3rd down for a massive gain of 47 yards to put the Titans on the red zone, looking for their first points on offense of the season. Leading 7-0, 1:57 remaining here in the second quarter. Kamer out of the pistol, has White in the backfield. 2 receivers out to the left side. The play action pass caught there by Hawkins. Hawkins able to spin out of pressure. Hawkins laying forward for first down yardage to the 6-yard line. And another Tartan Titan first down. So Jesse Hawkins, play action well designed. There's now goal to go for the Titans from the 6-yard line here with 1:27 remaining in the half. 2 in the backfield, Kaita and White. Out to the right once more, going in motion now is Wessel. As Hawkins is out to the left, and off White. White cuts it back to the middle, tried to stay on his feet, did not. As he did a good effort to try to make sure that he was leaning forward and still staying alive, but was unable to do so. They'll give him a gain of 1 yard down to the 5-yard line. That sets up second and goal from the 5 now. Certainly for fans of Tartan, curious to the quarterback play so far tonight. There hasn't needed to be certainly a look on it. Kamer's been absolutely delightful under center. Kamer under center once more. Play action, rolling right side, pass batted down as he was looking for Ciccone. And we saw Ciccone think about the run after the catch instead of the pass itself. Sets up 3rd and goal from the 5. Tartan with a big 3rd down conversion on this drive. Now the 8th play of the drive. As with 40 seconds remaining here in this opening half, Tartan looking to punch it in for the end zone. Roman Aries on Facebook, or not on Facebook, excuse me, YouTube, saying go Ramsey. Of course, Ramsey Rizlo,
timeout,
the
defense.
sophomore.
That is your second charge timeout.
As Tim McCowan turns on his mic and informs us that Two Rivers takes their timeout, their second. But Ramsey Rizlov, the 5'8", 160 sophomore, saying hello. And so as a result, we'll take a look at what the Titans have so far. They've done a really good job on this drive, really on most of their offensive plays. They've been able to get those modest gains. It's what they need here. 40 seconds left, a timeout in your pocket for Tartan. Certainly your playbook's all the way open. 4 down territory, sure. You think about kicking a field goal? Maybe. It's not something that I certainly would make the decision on. If you're watching on YouTube, let me know what you'd do here in this situation. 3rd and goal from the 5. Titans approach the line. Ball will be spotted on the left side hash. We'll go pistol formation. Two Rivers fans Here in red and Vegas gold making noise on the near side. 3rd and goal. Kamer back under center. Ciccone is the fullback. White is the tailback. Play action, pass, fade, end zone, incomplete. Looking for Hawkins, batted down, well covered. Roman wants Ramsey. Two Rivers wants Ramsey, well covered by the secondary player for the Two Rivers Warriors on a perfect looking back shoulder fade. Hawkins trying to make the adjustment to it and just lost it on a well-timed jump distraction by Ramsey Rizlov. So now it'll be 4th down and goal from the 5. Field goal unit is out. And it'll be a timeout taken by Tartan, as I imagine they'll have the conversation. What do they want to do?
Timeout, Tartan. That is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
As far as what they want to do here in this play, a big moment in the game certainly. Taking a look at, again, summarizing where we've been so far, the only points in this game is with 34 seconds, 7-0 our score. The only points so far on a Caleb Ciccone pick 6. On the second Two Rivers drive from 43 yards out. That's been our scoring. The lone point tacked on the point after try by Aiden Burback. That has been it. Both the teams have moved down the field, but when it comes time for that final level of execution, it just hasn't been there for both of these teams. It appears as though Burback will come back out for the field goal, or at least attempt to try the field goal here. It'll be about a 22-yarder. Ball will be spotted on the left hash. Kamer the holder. As the ball spotted, kick is up, and kick is true for Burback. And it might not be a touchdown, but the field goal is good for Burback for the Tartan Titans, and that caps off the drive for Tartan and makes it a 10-0 ball game. So our scoring summary and our drive summary here for the Tartan Titans on a 9-play, 72-yard drive that wound a grand total of 4 minutes, 14 seconds off the clock, resulting in that Aiden Burback field goal to make it a 10-0 game. See on the far sideline, the Tartan students having what appears to be a luau theme, celebrating the latest points by the Titans as they now lead 10-0. We mentioned in our introduction 5 straight potential season opening victories for the Tartan Titans. If they can hold on to victory here tonight, they will receive the second half kick to start at the end of the halftime break, soon around the corner. And so we'll wait to see what Burback's able to do with this kick. Suki back deep, standing at the 13-yard line to receive for Two Rivers. Protection up front provided here by the Warriors. Boom. This ball back Suki up. Suki will have to go and watch it bounce out of the end zone now for a touchback. And so 30.5 seconds left to go here for Two Rivers. And as far as timeouts are concerned, they have one. You figure your playbook, is open. You have a lot of things certainly that you have the ability to do here on this drive. Question just becomes, do you want to be aggressive, or are you more content to maybe wind down the clock? All depends on how much you trust your defense. So 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's 30.5 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. On the handoff, up the middle, not much doing there. As Schaefer will simply give the ball away to Goldenman. And they'll continue to wind the clock down and further. So it appears as though Two Rivers will be more than content with taking the ball forward and calling that a half. As when you take a look at it, the defense has been there for both of these teams. Two Rivers strong on defense, Tartan strong on defense as well. But the lone difference so far, really, Caleb Ciccone. As Caleb Ciccone with a 43-yard pick 6, and then a big play on 3rd down to give Tartan excellent field position that was able to create that field goal drive. That's been the difference, as Tartan certainly looks to hold on to victory here in this one. Halftime, 10-0 our score, with Tartan out in front here on your home for Tartan Titan football.
Hi, I'm Marcel Spears. Keeping our global neighborhood safe is a tough job, made easier by America's brave military dogs. These dogs keep our troops safe by sniffing out bombs and IEDs and locating enemy positions. Yet when these canine heroes retire, they're too often left overseas. American Humane works to bring these valiant dogs home and reunites them with their handlers for happy, healthy retirements. To learn how you can help, visit AmericanHumane.org.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family meals with your wife's crazy Uncle Eddie suck, but we do it anyway. Because the memories that we make with family are everything. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. Because finding those photos years from now will make you laugh and cry. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer, but not as much as letting things go undetected or untreated. So do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer, which will give you even more years of doing things that don't suck. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org today.
Mammogram, colonoscopy, pap test. You need to go screen for cancer.
Dear moms and dads, we know it's not always been easy, and it's been a lot of hard work. What you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas. Everything I do it for you. Mom, love you all. No, it's true. Everything I do it for
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Today, 1 in 5 working-age Americans has a mental health condition.
People in all types of jobs and at all levels.
And the key to helping us succeed is a supportive and inclusive workplace.
All of us have a role to play in making that happen.
So what can I do to help?
As a CEO, I can set the tone for supportive culture.
As a manager, I can offer assistance and accommodations.
As a coworker, I can listen and be a source of support to my colleagues.
As someone with a mental health condition, I can ask for what I need to perform my best.
I can offer all employees the supports they need to deliver on the job. For the team
and for the business.
What can I do?
What can I do?
What can I do?
I can remind others
that we all benefit from workplaces that promote good mental health.
Mental health-friendly workplaces are more important than ever.
And all of us have a role to play in promoting them.
Learn more at whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
Nothing our score here at the half between the Tartan Titans and the Two Rivers Warriors in the season opener for 2022. It's been all defense, as Caleb Ciccone has been the difference for Tartan here at the half. Our score, once more, 10-0. as the scoring started as a result of a pick six delivered by Caleb Ciccone on a ball that was thrown on the intended receiver looking for that simple curl route, but Ciccone able to retake that lead and retake that interception all the way to the end zone for the first points on the season for the Tartan Titans. Then late in the half, on the final drive of the half for Tartan, the 9-play, 72-yard, 4-minute, 14-second drive would be capped off by an Aiden Burback field goal from 22 yards out, and that has been our scoring so far, as Tartan leads Two Rivers at the half by a score of 10-0. We say hello once more to all of you currently watching on YouTube on Suburban Community Channels. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button as we take a look at last year's Section 4-5A bracket. Tartan, as a 7 seed, the worst team by seeding in Section 4-5A, worked their way through a number of upsets to work their way to the section final over St. Paul Central, over St. Paul Highland Park, and then ultimately falling to Matamidi in the 4-5A final over in Matamidi. And again, once more, you see what should be a very tough, very competitive Section 4-5A. Certainly Matamidi figures to be in that conversation. Central will be in that conversation once more. And you really like how Cretin-Durham Hall has continued to work their way back up as one of the state's more prominent programs back into 5A as they continue to lean forward and work their way ahead. Other Suburban Conference Grey games over the course of this week one here in the regular season. Most of these games, finals as of yesterday. Matamidi, Holy Angels, St. Thomas Academy victorious in the Suburban Grey Conference. And then the game ongoing right now across the cities. Simley leading 20-0. The team out of Invergrove Heights and actually, Invergrove Heights leading 20-0 over the Orioles of St. Louis Park in beautiful St. Louis Park, right off of the main Highway 7 there in the West Metro. While we have a moment, we want to remind you about some of the other programs that you might find here on Suburban Community Channel's TV 19, including Inside Healthcare. Your host, Jody Ritaka, brings you this monthly show providing tips and up-to-date information on a variety of healthcare issues. Many of the show's topics often relate to women's health. The show airs every Wednesday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. on SCC Community, Comcast Channel 19, or Channel H01 in high definition. That's Inside Healthcare right here on SCC. And for those of you SCC Sports viewers who are approaching retirement age and you might have a question or two about what comes next, well then, hey, we've got the show for you. Hosted by Jason Collard, Knowledgeable Aging touches upon a variety of retirement topics. Jason will bring in industry professionals, authors, and speakers who will focus on subjects associated with the aging process. Knowledgeable Aging airs on SCC Communities on Mondays at 5 p.m. or Thursdays at 6 p.m. That's Knowledgeable Aging right here on SCC TV. We say hello once more to those of you watching on YouTube. We say hello to the hundreds here at Tartan Stadium here in Oakdale. We say hello as well to Jace Frederick of the Pioneer Press in attendance tonight. 10-0 our score at the half. Tartan will receive the second half kick here on your home for Tartan Titan football.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. Cut, we got it. And for every moment like this, there's a crew of people using STEM to bring the dead to life.
We had 30 minutes to make one of Norman Reedus' outfits. Look 7 years old. When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that could be walked through in a VR headset. It looked like you were actually standing in the room.
There's so much technology involved in directing. We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker horde.
That idea became this design, which turned into this set, and that costume worn by that walker who was having a really bad day. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
What's more dangerous? A man who isn't afraid of death or one who's found everything to live for? I asked him if he was proud of me, He emphatically said yes as he laid his pecan-colored head on my chest, and I went through my mind 1,000 times to figure out what that could possibly mean, and every single example ended in motivation for me. So you may not be afraid to die, but I'm more afraid to let them down. And I found something to live for, which is a dangerous motive forever fueled. See, your thoughts may be involuntary, but my actions are very calculated. I was a man with a plan, but now I'm a dad with a decree, and you can't take that from me. My sons ain't raised by no coward, and they won't be one either. If this be the measure of a man, the yardstick gonna need way more meters. I take it too far, so they never come up short, because I found everything to live for.
When I left the military, I was excited for a fresh start, but civilian life has been harder than I thought it would be. Figuring out a new career while also being a good mom, wife, and friend.
Go to your room!
Some days I'm barely keeping my head above water. To get back to enjoying life again, I needed to get help. Opening up to someone was a big step for me. I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. Discover how other women veterans like me have learned to thrive after military service by taking care of themselves and their mental health. Visit maketheconnection.net/womenveterans.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
As the two teams return back to the lights, the opening game of the 2022 season is halfway through as Tartan Titans lead Two Rivers and the Warriors by a score of 10-0. Here at Tartan Stadium and the beautiful city of Oakdale with our camera operators Chris Stoltzman and Seth Zabel. And within the truck, Arlen Becker and David Schuyler. I'm Alex Wested. You can find me on Twitter at Alex Wested for all things Division I hockey, Minnesota Wild hockey, and of course Minnesota Vixen women's tackle football. Of course, you can find me there, and I don't know, follow along, see what you might find. Tartan will receive the second half kick to get things going here in a drive and in a first half that, as we mentioned in our halftime break and conversation, it was a half that did not feature much on offense as both teams were able to get the offensive drives going, but weren't able, unfortunately, to put the ball into the end zone. The lone scoring came on a Caleb Ciccone interception, 43 yards into the end zone. That has been it so far, as it's 10-0 our score at the half. Two Rivers now returning to the field. What's at stake here once more as the Tartan Titans look for a fifth straight season-opening victory here in the football season. The last time, as we mentioned, that they did not have a season-opening victory, you'd have to look back to 2017, season in which the Titans went 3-5. If memory serves, I think they still, again, if memory serves, and it's been a long time now, I believe that they still made the section final. And again, that's a conversation for another time where there's people who would say that, well, Tartan's win-loss record is one thing because of how certainly they play a tougher schedule in a section with most of the St. Paul City schools, certainly on face value, you can take a look at it and say, well, the St. Paul City schools all play each other. Tartan plays in the Metro East with some very good opposition. And in the Metro East Conference, once more, you take a look. There's your schedule. Two Rivers the rest of the way, as they'll have St. Thomas Academy on Town Square Television. We say hello to those of you watching on Town Square Television tonight. At St. Louis Park, Hill Murray, Apple Valley, at Hastings, Cretin-Durham Hall, and at Simley. Certainly a very difficult schedule for Two Rivers the rest of the way, but there are wins on that schedule. I take a look at that Hill Murray game. I take a look at that Apple Valley game. There certainly are wins available for Two Rivers as the Warriors look to pick up their first win since November of 2020. And again, think about how much has changed since that time. On the other side, however, for the Tartan Titans, following this one, they too will have a difficult schedule the rest of the way at South St. Paul at noon, as that'll be a fantastic Saturday afternoon affair between the Packers and the Tartan Titans. Very excited for my first tailgate out there in South St. Paul. Put up a little spot right outside the house, watch the game. Then Irondale at Matabita, at Hill Murray, home to Simley at Spring Lake Park, and home to St. Thomas Academy to conclude their season. And a Cadets team that figures to be state tournament bound again. And certainly for the Tartan Titans, their eyes firmly fixed on that matchup on the 23rd against the Matabita Zephyrs over on the other side of White Bear Lake. Two Rivers in red, Vegas gold. In their road white uniforms, Warriors across the chest, red numbers, no trim. Something so simple to be able to describe the appearance of the jersey. Sure, you can see it, you're watching. It's still something to be able to put into words for those perhaps who cannot see it. Just to add mention. It's the first broadcast I've had the opportunity to do, and maybe this is just the play-by-play announcer waxing poetic more than he should. It's the first broadcast I've had to do since the passing of legendary Los Angeles Dodgers broadcaster Vin Scully. When we think of broadcasters who paint a picture, whether TV or radio, there simply was none better. Whether it be in Brooklyn, the 50-some-odd years that he covered Dodger games, there really was no one better. Known for baseball, excelled in football, excelled in basketball, was the pinnacle of sports broadcasting for many, many years. Of course, the broadcasting world and the sports world certainly will miss Vin. Tartan to receive the second half kick. Their last offensive drive of the first half went 9 plays, 72 yards, got all the way down to the 5 of the Two Rivers Warriors, but could not go any further, as ultimately they ran out of time on the drive on a 4th down opportunity, as the ball simply couldn't cross the end zone line, had to kick it through the uprights. There's one thing to say too, the wind certainly has changed here. You see on your screen is the American flag and the Minnesota flag flying in the background. There's definitely a wind going across the field at this point. So the question becomes, if that wind remains persistent, does that affect the decision to go to the air? Does that affect the decision certainly to kick field goals in the opportunities? It's a 2-possession game. And so far, it's been all Tartan. At least on the scoreboard, defenses have held strong. In this matchup, in the last 8 times that these two teams have met, Two Rivers has been shut out twice. Shut out in 2018, a 42-0 shutout, and a 24-0 shutout in 2011. Of course, the history of this game really means nothing. As an onside kick attempt, it's recovered by Two Rivers, as they'll have great field position to start this half. A gutsy play call by head coach Tom Orth works magnificently for Two Rivers, as they'll start 1st and 10 from the Tartan 35. It went the distance. Gutsy play call by Two Rivers as they all start on offense. Schaefer unleashes a shot on the first play. This one's intercepted! Antonio Fleming, the interception And the momentum swings right back to blue. Second interception of the day for the Tartan defense of Nate Schaefer. And now Tartan has the opportunity on offense with 11:48 remaining here in this third quarter of play. Goodness, what a swing. It's more, if you're watching on YouTube, please, by all means, feel free to let us know where you're watching from. We would love to hear from you over the course of this broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Suburban Community Channels for more of our great local community coverage. So important in this day and age, 2022. On the pitch, right side, Mo White. White to the outside edge, the 10, stutter steps out of bounds near the 15-yard line. It looks like they'll have him go back to the 14-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 10 yards on the play, good enough for a Titan first down. They found success with White on that right side of the field. Well run, certainly. And it appears as though they will officially give him the first down. It was not put up on the scoreboard. Now it is. First and 10 for Tartan from the 14-yard line. As once more, we'll wait to see what happens here. Pitch this time to the near side. Here's Mo White again. White to the 15. He'll roll out of bounds, slowly walking his way after a gain of 3 yards. Close to the 17-yard line. That's where they'll spot him. Certainly for Tartan, you like keeping the ball on the ground with that wind. They're in control of the turnover game now, 2-1. As the blustery winds of September continue to blow. Ball spotted all the way to the 18. They gave him an extra yard, so it'll be second down and 6. Here with 11:36 remaining in the third quarter of play, 10-0 our score. Caleb Ciccone picks 6 from 43 yards out. Field goal by Aiden Burback. That's been the scoring so far here in this one. Two Rivers has had their chances but have not capitalized. Kamer's pass, beautiful, complete. Well read on the right side by Anthony Wessel down to the 33-yard line. The Chains move after a big pickup of 16 yards. First down, Tartan. Sushi on the tackle. Chains move again for Tartan. And we made mention about how well the offense for Tartan was starting to get into gear. 2 first downs on their previous drive that ended their offensive opportunity in the first half. Now 2 drives and 4 plays here in this one. A drive that started all the way back as a result of the interception at their own 4-yard line. First attempt from the 33. Play action for Kamer. Kamer throwing right side. Pass was complete to Hawkins, but he was out of bounds, so it is incomplete. Second and 10. Well, with the hundreds in attendance here, very nice crowd on opening night. Do not have the advantage of his replay. Kamer with a great ball, but just, yep, sure enough, well, out of bounds. Good pass, good ball, but incomplete. It's amazing as well to see the growth, certainly of the quarterback, Ethan Kamer, who has looked very strong here tonight. A lot of work in the offseason, it would appear. Certainly. He's one of the great quarterbacks in Tartan Titan history right now. On the handoff, Ciccone. Ciccone move forward to the 35-yard line for a gain of 2 yards. That'll set up a third down and 8. Titans in the first half picked up 2 third down conversions, as over the course of that half, they were 2 for 6 on third down opportunities. See what the Titans choose to roll with here. 10:22 remaining in the third quarter of play. 10-0 our score. Alex Westdale with you here from the Oakdale, Minnesota-based Tartan High School. Here for the first of many iterations of Friday Night Lights. Here's 3rd and 8 from the 35. Kamer's pass is incomplete. Fell to the feet. Was trying to go on a slant route looking for Jesse Hawkins. Fell incomplete. As Watson in coverage and assisted further there. Yep, once more by Watson. That ball fell right at the feet of Will Watson, the senior, 6'3", 190. And so it brings a 4th down and 8. So give Tartan certainly credit for getting some breathing room. But the Two Rivers defense able to stand when they needed to, and they'll force a punt. Wind as of this moment is in favor of the punter, Anthony Wessel. As a high snap pulled down by Wessel. Wessel's able to get it away. This ball will take a favorable roll all the way back. Rohrer will have to field it at the 13-yard line. Rohrer to the left side, looking to create separation. No, thank you, says Tommy Brunell, as he, the gunner for the Tartan Titans, works his way down the field and will stop, certainly, Nate Rohrer from getting much further. Again, that wind aided, certainly, the punting ability of the Tartan Titan, as it was just a great punt by Wessel as that ball just down the field. But now Two Rivers, an opportunity where once more the Warrior defense has delivered what they needed to, as the defense has surrendered just 3 points. It's time for the offense to go to work themselves. 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Two Rivers Warriors. They started this half on offense by virtue of the onside kick that worked. At it 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line before the interception. Second interception thrown tonight by quarterback Nate Schaefer. As wait for the whistle and play will continue. It appears as though more communication from the near side sideline. Schaefer will go under center. 9:51 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of play. 10-0 our score. Titans leading the Two Rivers Warriors. Two Rivers looking for their first win from the 2020 season. On the handoff, able to connect here further, looking for Riley Pierce to the left side. They'll spot him down near the 15-yard line. They may give him the 16. They will give him the 16. So gain of 1 yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. So for Two Rivers, you look, they're unable to come back in this game. You're going to look at those missed opportunities that they had. They had a turnover on downs on their penultimate drive of the first half, then the interception at the Tartan 35. Here's a big play. Get moving, big man. Wow, what a play by Maxwell Moggleston. 6'5", 250. And will count as a pass. But when you're 6'5", 250, just do that. Boom. And 6'5", 250 against 5'9", 150. You know which way that matchup's going to go. On the handoff, Pierce. Pierce creates some separation to the near side of the 50. Pierce to the near side across midfield to the 40. Steps out of bounds at the 30 as he's forced on the last effort by Logan Flaw. But now the Warriors offense howling in the East Metro. 1st down, Two Rivers. Gain of 53 yards for the junior Riley Pierce, 5'9", 195. Here on a hurry-up play, Pierce again. Pierce down further to the 29-yard line. Looks like they aren't going to give him forward. No, they will. To the 29-yard line for a gain of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. Wind's really picking up now here. Continuing to be a factor. 8:21 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 10-0 our score. Warriors driving. Two Rivers need points on this drive. And despite being on offense, the Two Rivers students are looking for noise. The parents know better. This pass batted down, intercepted! No, incomplete. That is almost the 3rd interception of Nate Schaefer, bouncing around on the hands of Antonio Fleming, and in a good motion for the Two Rivers Warriors, falls incomplete. And Fleming had it all the way, but lost it through the ground. Fleming wants another chance at that. Perhaps he'll get one here. Once more, Two Rivers students looking for noise. Here's 3rd and 8. Rolling out to the left side. Pass is off the hands, incomplete. open with space. Schaefer to Powell, but incomplete. And now 4th down and 8 with the line to gain at the 21-yard line. Well, we'll see what the option is here, as the offense remains in the field. Nate Schaefer, the junior quarterback, has punted the ball in situations such as this. This is not one of those for me. 4th and 8, offsides. Overly eager. Jerome Dizon, junior, 6 foot tall, 175, looking to jump the snap. Unable to do so. Not enough yardage for the first down. We'll put them to the 24-yard line. Now 4th and 3. Playbook once again open for the Two Rivers Warriors. And once more, the students ask for noise. Noise is not what you need here. You need quiet. 4th and 3. Handoff, right side. Goldenman wrapped up, but after gaining first down yardage, I think it looks like he got it. Chains have yet to move. The chain gang did move the marker to first down. That should be good enough for a first down. No. And he didn't get it. Thought perhaps he might have, but he was short on the field, so a turnover on downs gives Tartan the football. And once more, a drive where Two Rivers needed points. They did not get it. And so Tartan will take over 1st and 10 with 7:52 remaining on their own 23-yard line.
Timeout. Tartan, that's their first timeout of the half.
So Tartan will take a timeout. They'll take it with 7:52 remaining. And with how well that Two River drive was moving up the field, the handoff to Gabriel Goldenman as the ball was at the 24-yard line. They needed the 21. Let's take a look. Goldenman with a good run, has a 25 there. As he's going forward, spun down, and no. As he reached forward on that last effort, he's half a yard shy. But again, tip your cap, credit where credit is due. Alan Pearson, 6 foot tall, 280, with the wherewithal to make a wrap-up tackle, forcing the running back Goldenman backwards and putting the Titans back on offense. Matt Dideker, 6th year as head coach of Tartan, 30 and 20. Looking to continue his streak of season-opening victories. If he holds on tonight, it'd be his 5th consecutive. And for the Tartan Titans, who played Two Rivers a season ago to open their campaign, 1 year ago today, they'd certainly like to keep that going. Here's 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line. On the pitch right side, Hawkins. Hawkins working his way around. Hawkins denied of a big play there. As going across the formation, Riley Pierce able to keep Hawkins from exploding for a big play there. As a ball down to the 27-yard line, gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6. So the Titans will continue to run the football, control this clock as much as they can. Tartan, 2 timeouts remaining, and Two Rivers with all 3 left, their full complement. Ball on the 27. Line to gain the 33, 2nd down and 6 to go. High formation. This gamer has Ciccone and White in the backfield behind him. Looking pass, looking for Powell, incomplete. Will Watson on coverage once again. The second ball in this half that's fallen at his feet. Now a big 3rd down once more. We mentioned for the previous 8 matchups between these two teams have been 1-score games. They have been close between the two of them. 3rd and 6 now from the 27. South St. Paul on deck next Saturday for the Tartan Titans. And St. Thomas Academy, the home opener for Two Rivers on Town Square Television. One of our good friends down there in the South Metro. I'll be on the call on that one with Toby Stangham. Thank heavens, the color commentary. 3rd and 6 from the 27, line again the 33. Pistol formation. Taking the pitch, Cameron inside handoff to Hawkins, snuffed out well by this Two Rivers defense down to the 29-yard line for a gain of 2 yards on the play. It'll set up a 4th and 4, and the punt team on once more for Tartan. So the Titans' offensive woes continue. Or, again, give credit where credit's due. Well defended by Two Rivers. Rohrer back deep to receive the punt. He's standing at his 35-yard line. This ball goes well over the head and into the end zone. He'll have to go back to get to it. Will be the punter, Anthony Wessel, and he'll be tackled in the end zone for a 2-point safety. So a high snap over the head of Anthony Wessel. Great awareness by the Warriors as they'll have the 2-point safety. That'll make it 10-2 and possession of the football. Well, and if you're Tartan in that moment, you'll take the 2 over the 7. So with 6:22 remaining in the third quarter of play, our score, abnormal, certainly for football, 10-2 is our score. As now Two Rivers with another opportunity on offense. It's 12 points scored in the game between the two teams. 25%, 3 of the 12 have been scored by an offense. How about that? It's one of the joys of football, isn't it? Darting to kick off. Aiden Burback back deep to receive. Adam Suki is the deep back, has a couple of assistants with him as Keyshawn Powell is back deep, as well as Mason Moynihan on the far side of the field for Two Rivers. The ball spotted at the 20-yard line. Again, it's not something you see every day. 1, a safety in the high school league, but 2, a kickoff that happens as a result. So ball on the 20. Burback to kick off. See what happens here. Here's a boot with the wind. Well delivered there by Burback. On the return, Aiden Suki. On the end around, here to the near side. They've done this before. Moynihan turns forward. Nice return on the play. They did a great job on that hook and ladder on the return the first time. It worked well there again for Two Rivers on the second time, as able to get all the way out to the, we'll see where they spot it. Looks like it'll be close. They'll go to the 42-yard line. That's where Two Rivers takes over 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Mason Moynihan, they haven't said his name yet tonight. Number 34, the senior, 5'9", 175. Big drive now for Two Rivers. 16 opportunities that they have had. We'll see if they get one here. Pass over the middle. Pass is complete there that time to Suki. Suki creates some separation across midfield near the 40-yard line down to the 42. 16-yard gain on the play. Chains move for Two Rivers. Whistle blows as we have an injured Warrior on the far side. And we'll see if it isn't as a result of the play. And Suki, the injured Warrior, Kari Spickerman, the athletic trainer for the Two Rivers Warriors. Now working his way back to the near sideline is Suki. He's been effective in the return game, effective with a big play there, gain of 16 yards. But a major weapon for Two Rivers out for at least a little while. We'll see if he's able to work his way back into the contest. Fresh set of downs for Two Rivers, 1st and 10 from the Tartan 42-yard line. 6:07 here remaining in the third quarter. 10-2 our score. A pick 6 by Caleb Ciccone. A field goal by Aiden Burback. And then a safety by the Two Rivers defense. Looking for our first offensive touchdown of the night. 1st and 10 from the 42. Pistol formation now. Handoff given. Up the middle here to Riley Pierce. Pierce moves forward to the 40-yard line for a gain of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8 yards upcoming. One possession game. As Tartan led 10-0 at the half. Wind becoming a factor once more. 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 40. Schaefer in the backfield. Sends his big tight end, Mogelson, to the left side of the formation. Look for him here. No, just his protection. Trying to work his way forward there and force out of bounds. Riley Pierce, the ball carrier. Further down to the 37-yard line for a gain of 3 yards on the play. Sets up a big 3rd down and 5. Two Rivers looking for their first 3rd down conversion here of the half. They're 0 for 1 in this half. They had done well. They were 4 for 6 in the first half. Need a big one here to keep this drive moving. Line to gain here is the 32-yard line of the Titans. 5:11 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Blitz comes and taken down. Alan Pearson with a sack, and the Warriors will be forced to punt.
Loss on the play by number 50, Alan Pierce.
10-yard loss on the play by Pierce. Disengages completely from the block and renews his acquaintance once more with the quarterback for the Warriors, Nate Schaefer. Schaefer to punt. Ball will take a roll near the 20-yard line, dangerously close to one Titan before it's touched by Powell. It'll be down there. And a nice kick delivered by Schaefer. As once more, Tartan will have an opportunity on offense. His only points scored by the offense was the field goal by Burback from 22 yards out. Ball at the 19. 1st and 10 for Tartan from their own 19 with 4:35 remaining here in this 3rd quarter of play. Drives in this half for the Titans have been odd, to say the least. They had a drive that started at their own 4. They were able to get to their own 35 before punting the ball away. And a drive that started at their own 23 that resulted in a safety. Ball on their own 19 right now. Skamer goes under center, I formation, Ciccone. And then White in the backfield, sends a receiver across the formation, Anthony Wessel. On the handoff, White. Oh, boom, stick, baby. White with some separation. White racing forward, and a touchdown saving tackle delivered there by Powell. And what a play made by Maurice White, 6 foot tall, 210, creating separation. Offensive line held up well, and talk about that great block thrown coming back across the line by Declan Estrin to create that separation for Mo White. Had to move the chains. 35 yards on the gain, 1st down and 10. For the Titans as they continue to work. I formation once again. Here on the near side is Hawkins. Ciccone, the ball carrier, across the 45, down to the 46-yard line for a gain of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. So the chains continue to be moved here by the Tartan Titans. The offensives have been struggling. 2nd and 7. This ball will be spotted officially at the 47-yard line. Here with 3:30 remaining in this 3rd quarter of play. 10-2 our score. Pistol formation now. Hawkins to the near side, as well as Marino Porter. White in the backfield with him as the pistol. Pass, Kamer looks, completes, right side, able to create some separation, trying to race his way forward there after the completion. Anthony Wessel, chains will move down to the 31-yard line. A quick connection delivered there of 22 yards. 1st down for the Titans. Have a whistle that'll blow as Anthony Wessel down on the field. Hydration staff coming out quickly. Clock stops, 3:05. Dale remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 10-2 our score. Johnny Eunice on the tackle for Two Rivers as the certified trainer Colleen Anderson of the Tartan Titans takes a look at the wide receiver Anthony Wessel. He'll work his way back to the sideline under his own power. But a 1st down for Tartan. Give them 1st and 10. Ball at the 36-yard line. Been a back and forth game. Defenses have been the star of the show. Just 25% of the points scored via the offenses tonight. The rest, all thanks to the defense. 1st and 10 from the 36. Kamer with the pistol, White in the backfield with them. 2 receivers to the near side, Aiden Burback, as well as Hawkins. Hawkins has been targeted here on quick little slants to the inside. We'll see if that happens here. 1st and 10, hand off White. White, near side, looking to create separation at the 35, spun down by Goldenman as he leans forward across the pile. Further down now as the ball will go to the 33-yard line, as that'll be a gain of 3 yards on the play. Should be 2nd down and 7. So they like attacking the outside edge, but when you have a running back like Maurice White, you can do anything. You can go up the middle, you can go off tackles, you can go out to the outside, you can do sweeps. White will take a seat here. As Flaherty, the wide receiver on the left side. Hawkins, and then further out to the right side. Almost could have been a flag for a early whistle there. And incomplete, looking for the interception, Gabriel Goldenman. As on that quick go route, ball intended for Hawkins, but sitting right there in the zone, Goldenman. It's Kamer's ball without the defensive effort of Goldenman there. Certainly connects with Hawkins there. But the incompletion forces now a 3rd and 7. Ball at the 33-yard line. Line to gain on the near side of the field appears to be the 26-yard line of the Two Rivers Warriors. 10-2 our score here with 1:49 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Play action, bootleg, rolling out to the right. Kamer may as well tuck it down and run here. Instead he chooses to pass. This one's intercepted on the far sideline. Pass intercepted, Johnny Eunice, the senior. And the 2nd turnover of the Tartan quarterback today ends the drive for the Titans. I'm not a quarterback, probably for good reason. But if I'm Ethan Kamer, I'm tucking down the ball here. Let's take another look at it. On the bootleg, play action to the right side. Not really any options there to go with. But you saw, too, how Rohrer was dropping back further into coverage. If I'm Kamer, I tuck that ball down and run. But instead, 1st and 10 after the interception for Two Rivers from their own 16. Separation with space, working his way. Moynihan to the left sideline, steps out of bounds. Big play for Two Rivers. A Titan down behind the play. And after a big play on defense, a big play on offense for Two Rivers. As the running back, Mason Moynihan, across midfield down to the 37-yard line. And a nice block thrown there to create that extra separation. Great pursuit delivered by Logan Flaw. Once again, Two Rivers on the Tartan side of midfield. Hand off Moynihan again. Nothing doing there. Good adjustment by the Tartan defense as you'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Pearson with another great tackle. Pearson's done a really good job defensively tonight with a pair of sacks for the Tartan Titans. Inside a minute to go now in this 3rd quarter. 10-2 our score. Tartan in front. Your 2nd and 10. Schaefer out of the shotgun formation. Schaefer protected well, rolling right side. Pass looking for completes here to the near side sideline. And with close to 1st down yardage, Adam Suki appears to have the 1st down. The chains do move. And another 1st down for the Warriors with the ball just over the yardage to gain at the 27-yard line. Warriors smelling blood in the water now as they're really starting to operate the big plays. Shotgun formation again for Schaefer. Moynihan to his left. And off to Moynihan. Moynihan follows his blocking up the middle. Moynihan with 1st down yardage across down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 12 yards on the play by Moynihan. Another 1st down. Clock stops as a result of the 1st down. Now it's supposed to run. And how about that play call? Well chosen by Two Rivers. Here's 1st and 10 for the 15, 5th play of the drive. Handoff Moynihan again. Moynihan up the middle, close. But no cigars on the tackle that time. Caden Ekareki stops him short of the line to gain. But in a third quarter, which sees the momentum swing back and forth between Tartan, Two Rivers, Tartan, Two Rivers. The fourth quarter will see the momentum on the side of the Two Rivers Warriors as after 3 quarters of play. It's been a good one here in the East Metro tonight. Tartan 10, Two Rivers 2 here on your home for Tartan football.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Just 3 of the 12 points on the board so far have been scored by offenses. The rest have been defensively. Caleb Ciccone picked 6 with the extra point. Field goal by Aiden Burback. And then the safety as the ball sailed over the head of Anthony Wessel. It's 10-2 our score at the start of the fourth quarter of play. However, 2 points for the Warriors. Ball's at the Tartan 2-yard line. Goal to go from the 2. 4 first downs on this drive for Two Rivers. Can they cap it off? Handoff, Moynihan. Moynihan snuffed out, well read defensively by the Tartan Titans as Ciccone says hello. The down marker on the far side of the field says 3rd down. It'll be a loss of 2 back to the 4-yard line. Play to the right side, to the edge, end zone, touchdown, Two Rivers Warriors. Nate Schaefer, quick bubble screen in the flat. Ramsey Rizlov. And the blocks thrown by the wide receivers of Two Rivers, enough to give Rizlov the space to get into the end zone. Now a 2-point conversion away from tying the game up. Flag flies, however, false start to Rivers.
False start on the offense, number 11. 5 yards, replay the try.
So just the second penalty marker assessed against Two Rivers here tonight. 2 penalties for 10 yards. We'll back them up 5. So we'll see what happens here. 2-point try. It's a 10-8 ball game. On the play, looking, Schaefer off the hand. Looking to connect with Mogelson. I like the decision to go to the big target there, but it falls incomplete. So a touchdown delivered when they needed it. The Two River Warriors able to pull it 10-8. That's a great play design, but that ball, you hate to say it's a little high for a tight end that is all of 6'5", but sure enough, that ball was. And as a result, it's a 10-8 ball game as the Friday night lights continue to shine here in the East Metro. 11:29 left in regulation time, 10-8 our score. Taking a look at the drive summary for the Two Rivers Warriors. 7 plays, 84 yards. And when you talk about long drives in terms of yardage like that, you're thinking of longer drives. You're thinking of longer time of game drives. That drive for the Two Rivers Warriors, economical. 2 minutes, 22 seconds. So 10-8 our score. And now, as we take a look at it, the Two Rivers offense and a team looking for their first win in 2 years has put pressure on the homestanding Titans. Hawkins back deep to receive the kick as the ball blows off the tee. And that's kind of the nature with this southerly wind blowing here in the Twin Cities. We'll line it up, we'll try it again. Mason Boykin to kick. Boom. As he gets under this one a little bit again. And that time they tried perhaps for what looked to be the onside kick. This time Tartan ready for it. So the Titans will have a short field. And Charlie Grasky on the return. Not much of a return. They try to go for that squib kick. It did go 10 yards, and Grasky on the hands. Well delivered. Just what his team ordered. So Tartan takes over 1st and 10 with 11:25 remaining in regulation time. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Titans. And Tartan, they've had short field positions today. They've had drive started on the 47, drive started on the 39, drive that started on the 30. They have had good field position. They need to capitalize on it here. 1st and 10 from the 49. In motion across the formation, Anthony Wessel, and sacked. It won't be a sack as Hawkins came across the formation. But not much doing there as Mogelson, big man in there for a big tackle for loss. Loss of 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 14. We've seen them send Wessel across the formation a handful of times tonight. Fake the throw. Mogelson was ready for it. Well done by the big man. Gotta love that. Love that celebration by number 7. 2nd and 14, ball at the 45. Line to gain is the Two Rivers 41-yard line. It's a 10-8 ball game with 10:39 remaining in regulation. Pistol formation now for Kamer, has White in the backfield. Play action. Throw over the middle, incomplete, off of 2 sets of hands for Two Rivers, as it was tipped by Rohrer and by Will Watson. Incomplete, 3rd down and 14. Opportunity there. Will it come back to haunt? Let's find out. Tartan on 3rd down in this half. They have had 2 opportunities. They have not converted 1. Line to gain the 41. Kamer goes back under center. Ciccone and White in the backfield with him on the near side. Howell dropping back to pass. Ciccone puts up a shot to the right side. Incomplete. He was looking to connect with Anthony Wessel, but it falls incomplete. In coverage for Two Rivers, Will Watson. And a 3 and out, and an unfortunate time for Tartan. Will force the punt team on once more. So Wessel will go back to punt. And making the adjustment with the wind. Appears as though Rohrer is back there. He came in much further than he was when he was looking into the north side of this field. Punt away. As the wind will help it in favor of Two Rivers. It'll take a favorable bounce for the Warriors before it's grabbed out of bounds and close to the 40-yard line by Ibrahim Keita. And the Warriors will take over 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. If you're curious at home, if you're watching along with us, this would be the 9th drive of this half. We had 10 drives total in the first half. Longest drive of this half was 7 plays. Longest drive of the first half was 9. 1st and 10 from the 41 with 10:18 remaining in regulation. Warriors trail by 2. Quick hitter here to the near side, connects with Owen Watson. Watson able to stay inbounds before disengaging from the block was Logan Flaw for the tackle to the 49-yard line, a gain of 8 on first down. Sets up second down and 2. So the line again, the Tartan 49-yard line. And now the clock battle continues to work its way here. Looking to get forward there that time, Mason Moynihan. So he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and now another third down opportunity. Two Rivers did not face a third down on their last drive, a 7-play, 84-yard drive, 2 minutes, 12 seconds off the clock, as it was completed Schaefer to Rizlov. Line again, the Tartan 49. Schaefer out of the shotgun with Moynihan to his left. Schaefer dropping back, protected extremely well. Rolls out to the right side, trying to extend the play. Schaefer, pass, thrown, incomplete. As he was looking for Adam Suki on the far sideline. And well-timed on the contact by the member of the Tartan secondary. Flag on the field, however, near the line of scrimmage. And we hear he can't do that. Let's see what Tim McCowan says. Of course, we are grateful that this officiating crew decided to
holding on the offense, number 60. 10-yard penalty, replay, third down.
So the holding call assessed against Two Rivers, their first holding call of the evening. Let's take a look at it here. Oh yeah, you can see right there, handful of jersey. As, again, if you're trying to block 6'1", 195, or 6'6", 325 on the defensive line, the big senior Josh Thomas. If you're going to grab a handful, a jersey, you better make sure that it's not somewhere where an official with a flag can see it. Here's 3rd and 14 now. Schaefer, blitz, ball comes loose, and it's complete somehow to Caleb Corey. And now behind the play, Schaefer is down on the field. His helmet came off. Blitz dialed up by Tartan. Schaefer looking left. Pressure comes. And you can see Caleb Corey, the sophomore offensive lineman, 6'4", 245, able to recover it. And it'll be a ball spotted now at the 34-yard line. After the loss of 5. So it's 4th down now.
Illegal touching on the offense, number 60. That's a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the fall and lots of down. 4th down.
So rather than the reception for Caleb Corey, instead it will be illegal touching. And then I'll bring up should be a loss of down on that, so that, at least by my scorebook, that should be 4th down. And it will be 4th and 14. Punt away. Delivered there very well. Look at this ball rolling all the way down the sideline. Nicely done on the punt by Nate Schaefer. As this ball will roll out of bounds at the, we'll see if they stop it. It'll be right at the 20-yard line. Great punt by Schaefer to flip the field. And Tartan will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. (10-8) our score. Caleb Ciccone pick 6. Aiden Burback field goal. Safety collected by the Two Rivers defense. Receiving touchdown for Ramsey Rizlov. That has been our scoring. Let's go over what's at stake once more. Tartan looking to continue their streak of season-opening victories, looking for their 5th straight. Two Rivers looking for their first win since 2020. On the handoff, Maurice White has first down yardage and then some. Look at the strength from Maurice White to the 34-yard line as he takes the team on his back for 15 yards and a Titan first down. So we'll see what happens here. Two Rivers with all 3 timeouts remaining. Tartan with just 2. Tartan in lead by that same margin, 2. First and 10 from the 35, I formation. There's a new quarterback under center for the Tartan Titans is Ty Kaplan. As the ball came out, fumble recovered by Two Rivers. Maxwell Mogelson, fumble recovery. And on our replay, you saw the ball drop down there as the new quarterback, Ty Kaplan, was trying to retrieve the ball, but could not. In a game where you think you've seen everything, another turnover. So here come Two Rivers. Moynihan with first down yardage across down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down and 1 yard to go. Quite the game we've had here. Schaefer, pistol formation, finds Mogelson in the slot. Mogelson able to step out of one tackle, leans forward, extends the arm further. They'll spot him to the 22-yard line, but that's good enough after the gain of 3 yards for a Two Rivers Warrior first down. 7:33 now remaining in the game. Going to go to Mogelson in the flat. Good decision there. Lower the shoulder to create that strength. A little bit early of a spot on him, but they will leave it at the 22-yard line. First and 10 from the 22. Snap bobble by Schaefer. Schaefer struggling to pick it up, and now the Titans have it. Ball recovered by Montaigne Smith. As Schaefer unable to handle the snap, trying to pick it up rather than simply falling on the ball. Back-to-back turnovers. Our fourth turnover of the half. And our incredibly sixth turnover of the game. Tartan now. They'll start first and 10 from the 28 with 7:12 remaining. Mo White, the ball carrier. White to the left side, tackled immediately by Two Rivers. No gain on that play. Second down and 10 with 7 minutes remaining. Surprisingly enough, and again a little personal note here, it's not the game I've done that I've seen the most turnovers for one team. That belongs to the Capital City Savages of the Women's Football Alliance with 7. That's right, 7 turnovers in a game, including 2 pick sixes by Oklahoma City in the Division III championship game. 7 turnovers as a team, crazy to think about. They did give them a yard on it, so it's second down and 9. Whistle blows. We're going to have a timeout taken here by Tartan. It'll be their second. They'll have 1 more remaining. Clock will stop, 6:19 remaining. 10-8 our score.
Timeout, Tartan. That is their second charge timeout of the half.
And as we wind our way down here on our first football broadcast of the year, we'd like to take the time to remind you of what we have coming up here on Suburban Community Channel's TV 19. A very busy schedule here in the month of September. We'll have volleyball on tap for you. Tartan and Two Rivers, these same 2 teams, coming up next week, Wednesday, I believe. Then volleyball, White Bear Lake and North St. Paul. More volleyball on the 20th as Matamidi and Hill Murray square off. We return to the gridiron at White Bear Stadium as White Bear Lake and Eastview in homecoming for White Bear Lake. I'll be there as a PA announcer for that one, not as play-by-play. And a game that I will be there for, a doubleheader of boys and girls soccer on the 29th, White Bear Lake and Woodbury. All games, of course, as always, live on Suburban Community Channel's TV 19 and on our Facebook and YouTube channels. And once more, we do want to thank each of you watching on social media here tonight. Please continue to let us know where you're watching from. Hit subscribe and that like button so you can continue to see our great broadcasts. On the handoff in 2nd and 9, nothing doing for White. As Maurice White tries to carry the ball forward, he's met at the line by Brock Cunningham, the senior, 6'1", 200. Clock continues to wind now, 6 minutes remaining, as the ball will go back 3 yards now to the 25-yard line. On this third play of the drive, Two Rivers students asking for noise. Will they get it? Looking for a big stop. Line to gain the 38. Titans in front by 2, 10-8, 5:33 remaining here in regulation. Kamer on the bootleg, looking out to the right-hand side. Pass is incomplete. And the stop that the Warriors needed, they will pick up. As the pass was intended for Anthony Wessel off the arm of Ty Kaplan. And that ball falls incomplete. And as a result, punt formation once more for the Tartan Titans. And if there's one thing, certainly, that Tartan would have to go back and revise. You're happy with the defense. But when you've had successes in the running game, especially with Mo White, some good uses on jet sweeps with Jesse Hawkins, Caleb Ciccone, I'd like to see them go to more of that. This ball take a favorable bounce. It'll stop by the Titans at the 45-yard line of Two Rivers. As we'll wait to see what happens here once more in a game that features a lot of back and forth. Another opportunity here for Two Rivers as they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Their last drive, viewing fans, ended on a fumble. Let's see what we have here. 5:15 remaining, 1st and 10 from the 45. Moynihan in the backfield with the quarterback who's done well tonight on passing, Schaefer. As this time pass incomplete. He was looking to connect once more with the target. It was intended for Suki. This one will fall incomplete, 2nd down and 10. With 5:11 remaining, you have 3 timeouts. The run game is open for you, should you choose to take it. Field goal puts you ahead. Here's 2nd down and 10. Line to gain is the Tartan 45-yard line. Schaefer out of the shotgun with one in the backfield with them. Handoff given here to Riley Pierce. Pierce leaning forward, close to midfield as it's Moynihan rather. As Moynihan will gain 4 yards on the play down to the 49-yard line. Sets up 3rd down. So after that touchdown drive delivered by Two Rivers to make it a 10-8 ball game, neither team has been able to extend a drive past 4 plays. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the pistol, Schaefer, play action here to the near side. The big target connected to with Mogelson. Mogelson leaning forward across midfield to the 49-yard line. Decision time now for Two Rivers, as after the gain of 2 yards on the play, sets up 4th down and 4 from the 49. And at this point, if I'm Two Rivers, I keep the offense on the field here, I go for it. You certainly know, and you've seen, the Tartans offense hasn't given you anything. They will go for it. Schaefer, pressure comes, pass thrown, incomplete. On the slant route to the inside, pressure up the middle by Tartan. They force a turnover on downs. One more look at it. And Schaefer's ball just a little long. Turnover on downs. Tartan takes over once more. 1st and 10 from the 49. Back and forth. Momentum. Offensive opportunity. Defensive stands. If you love football momentum, this has been the game for you. 1st and 10 from the Tartan 49. 4:07 remaining here in regulation. Titans by 2. Kamer back into the game at quarterback. Met at the line. Forced backwards. Sack. Loss of 4. On the play back to the 45-yard line as Two Rivers draws up blitz, draws up pressure, able to connect with it for a loss of 4 yards. Now 2nd and 14 on the play. I think we might see that more from Two Rivers for the rest of the contest. All 3 timeout remaining for the Two Rivers Warriors here with 3:37 now remaining in regulation time. Again, Tartan can take as much time as they'd like within the realm of what's available to them to approach the line. Leading by 2, the question just becomes, again, when do you start taking your timeouts if you're Two Rivers? Second and 14. Line to gain for Tartan is a 41-yard line. Kamer back in the game at quarterback. Maurice White in the backfield with him. Hawkins to the near side. They'll send him in motion across the formation. And up to Hawkins on the sweep. Hawkins looking to create some space. Tackled well. Flag flies. I wonder if this is against Two Rivers. Mogelson doesn't believe it. Goldenman incredulous at the call. We'll see what it is. And what could be a call that would give Tartan a first down. And it will be a first down for Tartan via the penalty.
15-yard personal foul on the defense, horse collaring.
Tough to see there. Certainly as Ciccone was racing in the way. And now there may be a warning issued here to the Two Rivers bench and coaching staff. To be honest, I don't blame them.
Sideline warning on Two Rivers. We're going to start the clock on live here.
And once more, we're thankful for Tim McCowan for wearing that microphone for us so we can get those penalty calls from the field itself. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. No, that's not correct. The scoreboard is incorrect. It's 40. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. 2:48 remaining. Two Rivers with all 3 timeouts still in their pockets. Kamer I formation, Ciccone and White in the backfield with him. 2 receivers out to the right side. And extra lineman protected on the left-hand side. Near side receiver is number 0, Jesse Hawkins. Wessel in the slot. On the pitch to the right side. White up the middle on the right side edge, and a Two Rivers Warrior behind and down in the backfield. A pair of Two Rivers Warriors down. Clock will stop as a result of the injuries. Ball to the 33-yard line as a result, however. Gain of 7 by White on first down will set up a second down and 3. As this may force Two Rivers to start thinking about using those timeouts. It's always a difficult task and a thankless one, certainly, to be an official. If you would love the opportunity or like the opportunity to be part of the Stripes, you can head to mshsl.org for more information on becoming an official at the high school league. There's been shortages of refs for a number of reasons over the last 2 years, whether it be COVID, whether it be conduct, certainly from the stands. The Stripes are fading. Certainly need more of them. Whatever we can do to get them back and add them, that's all we can ask for. Effective player for Two Rivers was Peter Rivera-Foley, the senior offensive lineman. Here's second down and 3, 2:22 remaining in regulation time, a 2-point lead. The ball on the 33-yard line. Line to gain is a Two Rivers 30. Warriors with all 3 timeouts in their pockets. Kamer, I formation. Kaida in the backfield as well as White. 2 receivers out to the left side, extra protection right side. I wonder if they just didn't flip the play that they had the last time. Kamer taking his time, looking for the signal from his coaching staff as far as when to snap the ball. Hand up on the sideline. Still waiting for that delivery. As again, the hand up on the sideline. The Two Rivers parents looking for, hey, where's the penalty flag as the clock continues to wind now. And then perhaps frustration at the coaching staff for not taking a timeout. It is the same play as before. Pitch to the left side. First down yardage for Maurice White. A big first down for Maurice White. The chains move. And first and 10 for the Titans. Whistle blows. Timeout taken by Two Rivers.
Two Rivers. That's their first timeout of the half.
Gain of 7 by Maurice White when he needed just 3. That'll be the first time out of the half for Two Rivers. 1st and 10. Taking a look at the clock, what's left. 1:34 remaining here in regulation time. 10-8 our score. You have 2 timeouts remaining. Tartan has 1. Get a stop on 1st down. Stop the clock. Get a stop on 2nd down. You can stop the clock. 3rd down, you can't stop the clock. And Burbank already with a field goal, as you see on your screen, in the 3rd quarter. You wonder what his range is. The only problem certainly for Burbank, he'd be kicking into the wind at this point. But he's been true every opportunity that he's had. Kicking the extra point, the field goal, and then been effective on the kickoffs. Pick 6, Caleb Chacon. Field goal, Aiden Burbank. Safety, Two Rivers Warriors. Receiving touchdown, Ramsey Rizlov. That's our scoring. It's 10-8. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Back under center goes Kamer. Fakes a pitch, handoff right side, Kaita. Kaita to the 20-yard line. He'll go forward. The officials will stop him at the 21-yard line. Timeout taken by Two Rivers, their second, 1 remaining.
Two Rivers, that is their 2nd charge timeout of the half.
So they have 1 more remaining. As it'll be a gain of 5 for Kaita on the 1st and 10 to set up the 2nd and 5. As they fake the pitch to White, and after doing that pitch each of the last 2 plays, the decision to go to the fullback handoff to Kaita is one that I like, one that I support. So it's 2nd and 5, line to gain the 16. Say once more during this timeout a thank you, and we'll go through their names later as well, to our broadcast crew here tonight: Seth Zabel, Chris Stoltzman, Arlen Becker, David Schuyler, myself, Alex Westad, for the hundreds here in attendance, for those watching at home. Of course, for those who will find out about it tomorrow, thanks to Jace Frederick and the Pioneer Press. Lots more to be discovered. Still minute 28 left to be determined. 2nd and 5, line to gain the 16. Kamer back under center, 2 in the backfield. Handoff once more to Kaita. Kaita spins out of it. No. As he's tackled there. A well-effective tackle by Owen Watson. That'll cause
Two Rivers. That is their 3rd and final timeout.
Thanks to Tim McCowan for the assist there on the play-by-play. As it'll be shy of the line to gain. They gain 1 yard on it, so it'll be 3rd down and 4. The final timeout for Two Rivers. So this is the ball game. Realistically, for Two Rivers, you get a stop here. You consider the field goal. We'll see if they get it. We'll see if they go for it. What happens here? The eternal question. We'll be back at it again. The same matchup coming up on the 8th of September. Volleyball from inside the gymnasium here at Tartan High School in Oakdale. As it'll be shared as well with our friends down at Town Square Television. Two Rivers fans, I'll be with you again on Friday when your Warriors take on the St. Thomas Academy Cadets for the home opener in Mendota Heights. Game on the line, 3rd and 4. Pitch to the right side, why not go right back to it? White, 1st down, game over. White spins out of the tackle across to the 10-yard line, down to the 9. As it'll be goal to go for Tartan. Ball at the 9-yard line. And on this put-away drive for the Titans, when they called on that pitch, it worked well when they needed it to. And Maurice White seals victory for the Tartan Titans. Now, barring a miracle, barring a fumbled snap, whatever, this will do it. Goal to go from the 9. Victory formation now for the Titans. Kamer to go under center. It's a streak now that continues for Matt Dideker and his Tartan Titans. In his 6 seasons as head coach of the Tartan Titans, 5 straight opening game victories for the Air Force Blue and Silver. It wasn't conventional by any means tonight, but it was enough to get the job done as the festive Tartan students wave farewell to the Two Rivers Warriors and wave hello to a season opening victory by a final score of 10-8 here in Oakdale, Minnesota, as the Titans improve to 1-0 on the season. Again, 5 straight now victories to start a season for Matt Dideker and the Tartan Titans, as, God, you hate to say it, it wasn't conventional, but when they needed to, they got the job done. Just 3 offensive points for the Tartan Titans, but they don't ask how, they ask how many. Tartan victorious by a final score of 10-8. Once more, our broadcast crew here tonight from Titan Stadium, here in Oakdale, Minnesota. On our cameras, Seth Zabel and Chris Stoltzman. Our truck and our production crew has been the wonderful duo of Arlen Becker and David Schuyler. I'm Alex Westad. You can find me on Twitter at Alex Westad. Two Rivers fans will be with you on Town Square Television coming up on Friday next week when your Warriors take on the Cadets of St. Thomas Academy. For Tartan fans, we'll see you soon. You're on your home for Tartan Titan football.